Hey everyone, this is Larry. Welcome back to TodayIFeelLike.com. I've had a few people ask me about my lighting situation here in my room, my little office studio here, and I saw a 2-light RGB video light kit on Amazon, and I thought this would be a good time to talk about lighting and show you guys how I sort of light up my situation here. So let's go ahead, unbox this. I'll show you what the lights look like and how they work, and here we go. All right, so here is the box, and well, it's kind of big because there's a lot in it, which is the reason why, well, you can see everything else around me where normally you don't. But let's go ahead and unbox this thing. So let's pop the tape here and try and do this without cutting myself open. And if you're curious, I'm using my Benchmade bug out. So a lot of people ask me what kind of a pocket knife I used on my unboxings. That's it, it's Benchmade bug out. So anyhow, let me go ahead and put that up. And let's start getting stuff out of here and see what we have. So we have a box inside of a box. So there we go. Let's get this out here. We'll take that out, and it's kind of heavy, so we'll hold this for a second, toss that off to the side. And now we have the box inside of the box. So let's go ahead and pop this open here. And let's get that tape going there and there. And let's get that going there. All right, let's see here. Now we can take all this out. And this is one thing that I like about this kit when I saw it online, is that it comes with a nice carrying case. So right off the bat, we can see it has a nice case. I am loving this because it makes it super easy to be able to take everything with you in one simple package. So if you're going over to a friend's house, or you have a job and you have to go to some office, or if you're flying somewhere, super easy to grab this and to actually take it with you. So let's go ahead and unzip it, and we'll do that there. Fold this over, and we'll just start taking stuff out. And the first thing we're going to take out is this light here. This is the Pixel K80 RGB, and so we get a user manual here. And we have a light. So we can see the light here. It's all folded up, so we need to actually get the plastic off here. So let's go ahead and just cut through the plastic there so that we can get this off. And I'm going to unfold. It looks like it comes with barn doors built into it. So we're going to actually see what all this looks like. Let's get rid of that plastic. And we can see here it has barn doors that come with it, which is really nice. And there we go. So. And then we have all the LED panels, LCD panels, or LED, excuse me, panels right there. And so there is all of that. We'll fold that back up for the meantime. On the back here, we have all the control panel here. So we have the power port. We have the on-off switch right there. There's two of them. One is for AC power. The other one is for the battery power. And then we have an LCD screen here that will give us information once we have the thing powered up. So. And we have a dial here that will give us the mode, or the power button, or excuse me, the control the brightness and such, so you can turn it up or down, the power, the brightness. And then we also have right here where it says GP, which I'm not sure what that is. We have channel. We have, what is this? It says 25%, something like that. So I guess maybe you can push that and move it up by like 25% percentages or something. And then we have the mode button there. So we're going to check out and see what some of this stuff means. I'm going to see what some of it means, and then I'm going to test this thing out. So now, as I mentioned, this is a 2-light kit. So we have a second light here and a second manual. And I think I dropped something here. Where did it go? It went, oh, here we go. It's a strap here. And I'm not sure what this strap is for, but there is a strap. So anyhow, here is the second light. I'll go ahead and take all the plastic off that in a few minutes. And then we have a couple of diffusers that we can put over the light so that they're not so harsh and bright, or not. That's somewhat brightness, but it's more so to prevent the lights being so harsh. And so here are the diffuser film installation instructions here. We'll save that and use that later. We have a power cable there, power brick, and a second power brick. That's going to be for the other light there. And this is another diffuser power installation pamphlet there. And then we have the actual cords here that go into each power brick for the lights. So you can see that we have all this stuff in here, which is pretty fantastic. It really is. And finally, we have our light stands. And so there's 2 of them here. So there they go. I'm going to take one of them out so you can actually see what it looks like. And let's go ahead. We'll take this out of there. We'll throw that off to the side because, well, we don't need that anymore. We can recycle that. And throw that plastic off. And here's the light stand. As we can see, it actually it folds down pretty nicely. So we can go ahead and then we can go ahead and fold it down. And then there we have the light stand. Now these legs are metal. And then, yeah, the legs are metal, the stem is metal, all this is metal. Some of it's plastic, but a lot of it is metal there. So that's good to know. So it should be fairly durable and we don't have to worry about this thing falling apart and breaking on us. So yeah, it's pretty lightweight though. I will say that it's pretty lightweight. It's not heavy at all, as you can see. So, you know, and there's 2 of them. So that's everything. This is the case. One trick thing is, you know, I want to see if I can put this thing back together. I mean, put the kit back together fairly easily. So let's do this. Let's throw this other box out of there because, well, we don't need that. As I said, it's cardboard. We're going to recycle it. And let's go ahead and take this plastic off there, the other light stand. So we're going to go ahead and just set this in there, set that in there. And let's see if we can get both these lights in here the same way that it came in. So there's a little slot for it right there. There's another little slot for this one. I believe it is right here. There we go. And I'm not sure if this went inside. I think it actually went in sideways maybe. So we'll put this one in sideways as well. We have the cables that go there. Cables go there. Other one goes there. 2 power bricks in here. And last but not least, the films, the diffusion things, which will actually be on the lights and stay on the lights once I install them. So there we have it. That's it. Pretty simple, pretty easy. And now you can zip all of this up. If you want to keep your straps, you can keep the straps on there. Throw them in there and zip this bad boy up. And there we go. We will undo this here so we can get this together. And there we go. Get that right there. Get those straps together. Velcro them up. And there it is. And if you want to hold this up, you can hold this up. There we go. And now you can walk around and take it with you. And apparently there was a second strap. So when I thought I dropped something, I guess I did drop it. So we'll go ahead, undo that, put that there, throw the strap back in there. And just like that, now we have everything. There we go. And we are ready to rock and roll. And it's not too bad. There's a little weight to it, but it's not really bad. And this is going to be a great kit that anybody can use. But I'm assuming you want to see it in action. So I'm going to leave my lights like they are right now. And then I'm going to actually put a light on the background here so you can see what this looks like a little bit better. So let me just show you my lighting setup here. And then I'll put one of these lights on the background and we'll see what it looks like with the light on. All right, so here we go. Let's take a look around the room right quick. First, I have my camera right here, and that's usually where it is, just sort of right in the middle. And then over on this side, I have my main light, my key light, which is a Godox SL60. And then on this side, I have a smaller light, which is a Drawcast Series S 500 LED light. And behind me, I actually have a little tiny RGB light. It's my suit photo or something like that. But let's go ahead and actually take a look at each one of these lights right quick. And we'll go ahead and just take a look here and see what we see. And first thing we see is the Drawcast S series right there. You can notice I have 2 batteries on there. It's also plugged in, so you can go either battery powered or AC. So AC or DC, either one of them will work. And then go right past my camera there. And this is the Godox right here. That is the Godox SL60, if we can get you guys to see that right there. And this is a really nice light. It's, you know, I also put this softbox on there. It's a pretty big softbox, as you can see there. It takes up quite a bit of space, but it does a nice job of filling in the light there. So yeah, anyhow, that is the whole setup right there. So let's go ahead, and because you can see here, for instance, that Some of this area is not filled up with too much of the color from my LED light. It looks much better when I'm sitting down. But let's grab a couple, let's put these lights up, let's hook them up and throw some color on the background and see if they work to add more color and fill in these spaces there. And then let's try it out with just using two lights and see if I can use one to light me up as my main light and the other one to put some light on the background. All right, so I went ahead and hooked the lights up. They're ready to go, but they're not on yet. So this is the way the light is normally in here, as you can see. And I have the little tiny light behind me. I have these other parts over here that are kind of blah and not really looking all that great. I'm lit up fine, but let's turn each one of these lights on so you can see what they look like. So let's start off over here. I'm gonna grab this one there and turn that on. And I'm gonna turn this one on over here. And let's see, there we go. Let's turn that one on. And boom, there we go. We can now fill those areas up. Now, one thing I noticed is that I actually set these to blue, and when I turned them off, they defaulted back to the regular default, which is green. So I'm gonna go back and turn these back to blue right quick. All right, so here I am. You can see now that the light is really much nicer on my background here. I have both of the lights on and they are looking pretty fantastic. Now, a nice thing about these lights are that they actually have channels that you can set them up on. And so you can set them up on channel 1 or channel 2. And what happens is when you set them on the same channel, that the adjustments that you make on one are reflected on the other. So let's go take a look right quick. I'm going to show you that if I change the color temperature or the color on one of them, it's actually going to change it on the other because I have them both on the same channel. All right, so here we are. This is the back of one of the lights here. We can see that this light is set at 20%. It's on channel 2. So I'm just going to crank it up and I'm going to turn it up to like 100% there. And we can see how it gets bright, not just on one side, but on both sides. And now I can lower it down and we can see that it's going to get all the way down on both sides as well. So now another thing you can do is you can actually go and change the color, and when you change the color, it's going to change it on both sides as well. So let's go ahead and change this. I'm going to crank this all the way up. We'll see it starts to get very red right there and purple, and it's going to do it on with both lights. And this will go like all the way to orange and green and different areas there, different colors as you go along the color line there. But you can see here, as it goes, as you change it on one, it changes it on both of them, which is really, really nice. Now I can go ahead and change the channel there, and I can change it to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It goes all the way up. There's lots and lots of them. So I guess technically you can have lots and lots of lights. I don't know how many channels there are. I guess let's just go all the way up and find out. There are, it looks like there's 48 channels on there. So there's that. But I'm going to take this back down to channel 1 here. Let's go to channel 1 and we'll click that there. And now when I come over here to the color bar there and change it, it's only going to change on this one light, and the other one is going to stay the color that it was before, which is a bluish color. So there's that. Now, if I go over here, let's say I get it to about right here. Let's say we'll leave it there. It's kind of reddish. If I go back over to channel 2 and click that there, we'll see if that's going to change anything. We're going to have to make the changes. And as soon as we make an adjustment, it's going to change it on both lights there. So that is pretty doggone cool. All right, so the last thing that I want to show you is what this light looks like if you're using one of them as like your main light and the other one as your background light. So let's go ahead and just use one of the lights as a main light, one as a background light. I think I'm going to head into the other room to do this. Let's try it out. All right, so here we are. I have the light set up differently now, and I have one light over here just off to my camera's left here as my main light. And I have the other light right down there, as you may be able to see right in the corner of the frame. I just have it pointing up and in towards my kitchen, which is right behind me. That's lighting all of this up. Now, if I was shooting this and didn't want to show you this, I would just back this up a little bit more out of frame so that you can't see it. But this is the setup. And as you see, you can get a really nice setup like this with just two lights. And if you angle the light properly and put yourself properly, you get this nice sort of, I believe they call it a Rembrandt effect, where you get the nice light on you and then it falls off to shadow on this side of your face. So you get that really nice sort of light like this. So yeah, this is really an easy setup that you can use, and you can do this with just this one kit. So one last thing that I want to show you before we get out of here, I just want to give you sort of a close-up shot of the back panel of this light so you can see better what it looks like. And yeah, so let's just go take a quick look at the back panel and what the controls look like up close. All right, so here we have it. This is the back of the light here, and as we can see, it says Pixel K80 RGB Professional Video Light there. And we have the panel here with the different buttons that you can use. There are 2 slots here for batteries, and it uses the Sony MP batteries, so those will work there. It says in here, it says you can use it with the F50, the F550s, the F570s, the F750s, and the F770s. So there you go. We have our power switch here that moves in 2 directions. We have one direction over here for AC if it's plugged in, the other direction over here for the battery if it's on battery power. We have our dial here that increases and decreases your power output or your light output, and it also will help change the color of stuff. And then you have your DC input there as well. So I have 2 batteries here, 2 Sony MPF batteries. These will work for the Sony F770s. So we will just go ahead and put these in there. These are the equivalent to Sony F770s. And now what we can do is just go ahead and hit the battery power part right there, and we will see that it turns on. So let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit there, get a little bit closer, and take a real look at this panel. And we can see right here, just by turning the dial, we can actually lower the volume, we can lower the power output all the way down to 0 there. We can lift it all the way up to 100%. And if you want to make quick adjustments on here, you can hit this 25% button that will increase it by 25%. So if you hit it there, when it's already at 100%, it'll go to 0, and then hit it again, it'll go to 1, and then to 25%, and then 50%, 75%, and then all the way up to 100%. So now if you hit this GP button, this is going to then change it from different modes here, or from different presets, I believe, where you can see where it says A, B, C, D, E, and F. You can go ahead and change it there, and then you can make adjustments. So for instance, if I go here on A, I can go here and I can hit the color, I can hit the mode button there, and the mode button will then have me on this color here, and I can make all kinds of different changes here. So now mind you, I'm still working through this. Just got these lights, so I'm still working through all the specifics of how to get everything fixed up and working right. But once you're here, you can make all the adjustments that you want by changing the light output. You can also go ahead and hit this center button right here on that little dial, and this will change it down here, where you can then change the color temperature of the light and make it to whatever color it is that you want to get it to. So there's lots of different ways that you can use this here. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it, and it works well. And you can also change in here. You can click that and get over here to change the you can increase it or decrease it there, the color there. So there's a lot that you can do with this light here. So once you have everything set to where you want it, you just go ahead and once you have it set to where you want it, you can just leave it and then go use it. So it's really pretty simple to do. Yeah. So we'll go back over here. Once you're into modes, you can go back and change again to different modes if you want. And there's different presets in here, like for like flash there, you have like SOS. You can change things to like lightning. You can go to TV screen there. There's police, there's ambulance, there's fire engine, there's RGB circle 1, RGB circle 2, RGB, and then back to SOS. So yeah, there's all kinds of stuff that you can do in here that's kind of cool. And yeah, and here you can just set a regular, you have your regular light set up here. You can change the color temperature there, so you can go all the way up to 10,000 Kelvin, and you can bring it all the way back down to 2600 Kelvin, where it's a very, very warm light there. So yeah, lots you can do with this. I think it's fantastic, and so there you have it. I'm going to test this thing out some more and see how it really works for me. All right, everyone, so there you have it. That is a look at the 2-light RGB video light kit from Pixel Photography. And as we can see, it is a very, very versatile kit. You can use one light like I have here as like a main light. You can use the other light there as a background light to sort of throw some color in your background and make it look nice. And I'm thinking this is really fantastic. I think this is going to work great for all different types of people that need this. It's for video, but you can use it for photography if you need to. If you do live streaming, or if you do, a YouTube channel, or if you're doing it for Instagram stuff, whatever it is, this light kit can be used for all types of things. And I think it's going to be really great for a lot of people. So now it does come with just about everything that you need. You do get the 2 lights, you get 2 light stands, you get diffusers, you get barn doors, you even get a case to put everything in. What you are missing though are batteries. So if you want to use this portably, you're going to have to buy batteries. It uses the sort of typical Sony batteries that you find with these video lights. I believe they're like MPF batteries, and you can get those, but you'll have to buy those separately. But they do come with power cables, so you can power them on. You just have to buy the batteries if you want to go DC, if you want to go portable like that. So yeah, anyhow, I'm going to leave links to everything down below in the video description so that you can check it out. I'm also going to leave links to my Amazon page so you can see all the products I've reviewed over time. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel and follow me on Facebook. And I am Larry with TodayIFeelLike.com. Thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon. And until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.